So you want to get started in consulting and you want it to be fast. Maybe you're just trying to get out of something that you're currently in, either a job that you are over or a current role that you just want to move on from. Maybe you're an agency owner, a freelancer, and you've heard that consulting is a better path to income, freedom, time leverage. All of these things are true. And if you want to get started fast, this video is going to help you so much, because if you're anything like me, sometimes you're just like, I just want to get going. I just want to get started. I don't want to have to worry about all the different steps. And really, I just want to see if this is something I can do. I'm going to be sharing with you in this video the exact step-by-step path to getting going in consulting within a week or less, so that you can really create the business that you've been dreaming of. So whether you're just starting out or you're looking to streamline your existing offering, having a plan is going to help you build your confidence. And so I just want to share with you my steps on how I would recommend getting started. If you want to learn more and dive in, you might want to check out my guide. It is an extensive ebook on exactly what I did to hit $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 months within 12 months of getting my consulting business going. This is all about structuring the business the right way that gives you time freedom. So starting any kind of business, especially a consulting business, can be thrilling and challenging. It's not just about your expertise in a particular field. It's also about structuring your consulting business in a way that leverages your strengths and meets the market's needs, while also giving you what everybody wants from entrepreneurship, which is freedom. And this is particularly critical for those who face the common challenges of transitioning into consulting, which is really navigating that balance between the deep expertise that you have and the practicalities of running a business, while also wanting to help your clients with all the things, when you can only help them with so much at a given time. So my goal today is to guide you through this process. We're going to cover everything from defining your unique consulting offer to setting up the right fee structure and crafting an effective and cost-effective client acquisition plan. Hi, if we haven't met yet, my name is Laura Meyer, and I'm a growth strategist to some of the country's fastest growing brands, and I'm also a mentor to consultants. I am an author of the book Win-Win, and today we're going to talk about how to get started in consulting fast. Shifting your focus into consulting may be one of the best decisions you've ever made in your career. It absolutely was for me. And getting started in consulting starts with choosing your ideal client. And I know you've probably heard this before, but defining your target market and crafting an ideal client profile is a critical step in this process. And so many of you might be kind of groaning right now. You're like, oh my gosh, here we go. Client avatar. I'm so over this. Can I just get started without worrying about who my ideal client is? And the answer is kind of. And so why is this so important? Well, understanding your ideal client does way more than just narrow down your audience. And again, I know you're like, Laura, I have heard this before, and I just don't like doing it. And a lot of my students have pushed back on needing a niche. And some people say the niche is you. And that's true to an extent, but just having an idea reduces your client acquisition cost significantly. Because in the beginning of your consulting business, you're going to mainly grow through referrals. And until you have the budget and the time to invest in other methods of client acquisition, like cold outreach or networking or ads, it is so important for people to know how to refer you. The people who know, like, and trust you need to know who to send your way. And it just can't be like anybody with a pulse. So niching enhances every facet of your business, from marketing efforts to the relevance and impact of your services. And knowing exactly who you're servicing will allow you to create messages that resonate more deeply. And then your solutions become more tailored and your value becomes just better in the marketplace. So in a previous video, I discussed the importance of finding your niche. And now it's really just about asking those right questions. What are the specific problems my niche is facing? What goals are they striving to achieve? And then how can my unique gifts, skills, and talents provide those solutions that they need? So how do you even identify the ideal client? Well, it starts with a deep dive into who you know who fits within this niche and what their challenges and pain points are. And then to think about how your services can help them achieve what they want or alleviate their pain. It may be a place where you have a background and expertise. That's absolutely true. But what is it that you love to do? When you think about your avatar, beyond the problems in the marketplace, because there's a lot of problems in the marketplace, right? What is it that you love to do? What lights you up? What work, when it comes your way, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for this project. I'm super excited about it. Or if you were in corporate, when you got something landed in your inbox or there was a meeting on your calendar, what did you look forward to? Because the cool thing is with entrepreneurship and business ownership is you get to craft it any way you want. Part of the excitement of being a business owner. So lead into what you love, because you're going to be doing it for a long time and talking about it a lot. So you want to make sure you love it. So once you've defined your ideal client and you've really thought about what kind of projects do I absolutely love and who do I love to do them for, you've got an idea of your ideal client. So the next step is to develop just one well-defined front-end service package tailored specifically for them. And this approach has numerous benefits, and it's a strategic move in establishing your consulting practice. And it makes things way simpler for you as you grow. So some consultants start out with doing everything and anything that comes their way, and it turns your consulting business quickly into a bunch of freelance roles, which is not what you want long term. Sometimes it takes creating that initial freelance style offer to figure out your systems and processes and the work you love. But as soon as you can productize your offer into a single service, starting with a single service allows you to concentrate your efforts and resources way more effectively. It's way more time leveraged. And this is about quality over quantity and creating a package that deeply resonates with your target clients and addresses their specific needs, while also building a strong structure and boundaries that will allow you to enjoy your business and not get burnt out. So this single front-end offer allows you to have a manageable and sustainable consulting business on the delivery side of things. If you're trying to figure out how to design this package, consider what would benefit your ideal client the most, and what are their most, not all, but most pressing challenges. And then how can your expertise provide the solution they need in place of where they have their most expensive problem? Then a package that combines these elements in a clear, streamlined offering and prioritizes what's important is the first way to get your consulting offer off the ground quickly. It's also helpful to keep in mind that if you don't prioritize this for them, they will naturally want endless amounts of your time. Of course they will. You're a smart person and a great resource, and not to mention incredibly good looking. So why wouldn't they? So you need to do the hard work of deciding what you'll tackle first. Because if they knew how to prioritize, they probably wouldn't need you. And this approach aids in quickly building your expertise and reputation in a specific area, solving a specific problem. And by concentrating on one key offering, you can refine it and perfect it and make it highly effective and sought after in your niche. And over time, this not only streamlines your business and processes, but it also positions you as a go-to expert in your field, which paves the way for future growth and expansion of your consultancy. So building on the foundation of a productized single service package, the next crucial step is positioning that offer in a way that converts and converts easily. This involves crafting an irresistible consulting offer that not only appeals to your target clients, but really compels them to engage with your services and makes it easy to say yes so you can have more clients with fewer sales calls. Now, creating this irresistible offer starts with being able to communicate your value proposition. So what the heck is a value proposition? If you've never heard the term before or you've heard it and you don't know what it means, this is the core message that communicates the unique benefits of your service and how it addresses the specific problems of your clients and why it is the best solution for them. The key here is clarity and relevance. Your value proposition should clearly articulate how your service will make a significant difference in your clients' professional lives or businesses. So to effectively communicate this value, You'll need to dive deep into what motivates your ideal clients, going back to the avatar that I mentioned previously. Again, what are their biggest pain points and what outcomes are they desperately seeking? And understanding these will allow you to tailor your offer in a way that hits those pain points precisely. And make sure that you don't just list the features of your services and pack more stuff in, because this is all about highlighting the intangible benefits and results that your clients will experience. Remember that there are more people inclined to invest in solutions that they can clearly see the value in. So your messaging should really vividly paint the picture of the before and the after, and how your consultancy can transform their problem into a solution. Also, different audiences have different language and vernacular, so you want to use the type of language that resonates with your target audience. And once you have success stories and testimonials, you always want to share those as often as possible, early and often as possible. And once you have at least a few case studies and testimonials, you want to use those to continue to demonstrate the effectiveness of your services by getting that communication back out into the marketplace. So by following this market positioning approach, you can create an offer that not only captures the attention of your ideal audience, but persuades them to take action to work with you. This is all about positioning your services as an essential investment for your clients, something they can't live without. And that leads to a mutually beneficial and successful consulting relationship. So now with your consulting offer clearly defined and positioned for conversion, the next aspect to consider is choosing the right fee structure. This is a really common question, and people struggle with it as the decision of what to charge is pivotal, as it not only affects your earnings, but also reflects the services and values of your positioning in the market. In a previous video, which you can see here, I've emphasized the importance of aligning your fee structure with your overall business strategy. Your pricing should reflect your positioning as a consultant and the unique value that you bring to your clients. So it's not just about what you charge, but also how you frame the value of your services, which can make a significant difference on how clients perceive and engage with your consulting business. In the consulting world, there are several different fee structures that are commonly used, each with their own set of advantages and disadvantages. So let's just look at them very briefly, and then if you want more information, you can dive into the video I mentioned. The first is hourly rate, and this is where you charge a fixed hourly rate for each hour of your consulting services. And while this is pretty straightforward and easy to calculate, the model typically does not align with the value you provide, especially for projects that have a significant long-term benefit for your client. So I recommend staying clear of charging hourly. In a retainer model, clients pay you a consistent fee. So this is typically monthly for ongoing services. And retainers assure a steady income for you, which is great, and you can build long-term client relationships. However, they do require you to be available for a certain period, which might limit the amount of clients you take on unless you've got a really nicely productized offer, which is what I recommend. So this gets into the third and final pricing category, which is my favorite, which is value-based pricing. And this is about charging based on the value or outcome your services provide rather than the time spent. It aligns your fee with the results achieved, potentially leading to higher earnings for you and better results for them. So this is how I recommend pricing your services and bundling delivery with both time and other support services so you can transition away from time for money. So again, you want to check out my what to charge video for more information on how to price your services. There's a few other models out there that I don't personally love, like equity consulting, that I can get into more later on in a different video, and additional models like an outsourced department, which I do love, but is harder to execute. But for the most part, these are the most popular packages and pricing strategies that consultants tend to consider. So I wanted to share it with you so you could start thinking about it for your plan. When selecting a fee structure, you really want to consider the factors like the nature of your services, the typical market rates in your niche, and your client's expectations. And it's really essential to choose a model that not only compensates you fairly for your expertise, but also aligns with the value or even perceived value of your services in the eyes of your clients. Finally, building a solid plan for client acquisition is critical for your consulting business's growth. And this involves implementing really effective strategies that align with the top ways I've recommended for getting clients. So for me, networking is my own cornerstone strategy and the basis for my book, Win-Win, if you haven't seen it yet. The power of building and nurturing professional relationships, it has generated millions of dollars in consulting services in my company. And it's not just about attending events or joining online forums. It's really about developing and engaging with your network, offering value, establishing yourself as reliable and knowledgeable. Even if the person in front of you might not be an obvious client, just helping them out anyways. I can't tell you the number of times that I've just been generous to somebody that I know just because they needed help and I knew I could help them. And then it always comes back to me when I least expect it and when I need it the most. A lot of people start getting their website going or their LinkedIn going as soon as they get their consulting offer off the ground. And this is what I like to call marketing busy work. This is not going to get clients in the door quickly. Now, don't get me wrong. Your online presence is a key player in validating your offer, but it is not and never will be the cornerstone of how you will get clients. What I like to say is that online, you should look the part. So for many of my clients, I'm referred to them or an employee vets me prior to me meeting the CEO, which is typically the primary decision maker. So for this reason, a well-crafted LinkedIn profile or a strong website is really important and helpful prior to a meeting taking place. And regularly posting insightful articles, participating in relevant online discussions, or even hosting webinars can appeal to potential clients, but it's typically not how you get them. My business is primarily built on referrals, and a recommendation from a satisfied client or impressed board member is far more persuasive than any marketing effort. So in fostering strong relationships with your existing clients, it's important to let them know that you're open and looking for referrals. Sometimes a simple reminder can lead to new opportunities because they're busy running their business and happily benefiting from your consulting services. They're not necessarily thinking about who would be a great fit to refer to you. So it's important to ask, or if you're just getting started, go out and start talking to people who you used to work with or who you know in order to start generating those referrals coming in. A lot of times people will ask me about cold outreach or, again, LinkedIn networking, cold networking. And I do really like those methods for advanced acquisition, but only after you've fully tapped into your network, which I find most people completely underutilized. So once you've established yourself in the consulting world and gained some footing, an advanced strategy is to productize your services. This is something I've alluded to earlier in this video, and it involves transforming your consulting services into standardized, scalable packages that can be efficiently delivered to a broader range of clients. Productizing your services essentially means creating a repeatable, systematic approach to what you offer. So this could be in the form of a step-by-step program, a series of workshops, or a set of specific packages for a specific client. And the key advantage here is scalability. So unlike custom services or fractional C-suite services like fractional CFO or fractional CMO, which require a high degree of personalization for each client, productized services are designed to meet the needs of a wider audience with minimal customization. This approach offers several benefits to your consulting business. First, it can significantly streamline your service delivery, making it way more time and cost effective. Second, it allows for clearer marketing and sales processes since your offer is more defined and straightforward. And third, and most importantly, you can slowly back yourself out of delivery, sales, and fulfillment, which is my favorite part of it. So it not only increases the predictability of your revenue, but productized services often lead to more consistent client engagements and less work for you. However, striking the right balance between customization and standardization is crucial. So while productized services do offer efficiency, they should still be flexible enough to cater to the specific needs of your client. And it usually takes a while to develop the right amount of internal systems where you can really do this. It might mean offering a core set of standardized services with the option to add on more tailored elements as needed as you grow. To successfully productize your service, start out by identifying the most common needs and challenges your clients face. And then from there, you can develop structured solutions that addresses these needs in a comprehensive and systematic way. I know it's kind of a mouthful, but bottom line is, as you refine your productized services, you can just get feedback and make adjustments and reduce your time spent in delivery, so it continues to deliver value and meet the needs of your clients while also developing more and more time leverage for you. And this allows you to maintain quality and effectiveness of your consulting while enjoying the benefits of a more scalable, efficient business model. You'll find these things evolve over time. I have SOPs on file for every little thing that comes up. And then this year we added on a tech component to our consulting business. So all of the onboarding, offboarding, and service delivery documents had to be updated. It's a bit of a pain, but totally worth it to have a productized service at the end. So as we wrap up this video, I want to quickly recap the key points that I've covered today in creating a successful consulting business plan fast. We started by discussing the importance of developing one single front-end package that resonates with your ideal client. Then we moved on to the art of creating an offer that not only appeals to your ideal client, but converts effectively so you're not spending a ton of time in sales conversations. Following that, I talked about the significance of choosing a right fee structure, which aligns with your and your client's expectations. And finally, there's an advanced strategy of productizing your services so you can go on to grow in a way that's scalable and efficient. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I have this great guide that I think you're going to love, and it brings you through each of these steps and gives you some examples and really helps to define each stage of growing your consulting business. So you can get that link right here and below this video. It's a guide that I think you're really going to love. We spent a lot of time writing it and designing it, and it's extremely high quality, something I think you'll keep on file and go back to again and again. So remember, having this well thought out plan is critical. It not only gives you a clear roadmap and helps you navigate the challenges of building and scaling your business, but it gives you peace of mind. So I encourage you to take these insights, take my PDF guide, and start building and refining your consulting business plan. You can customize it to fit your unique skills and the market you serve, but it's just important to have it down on paper. I'd also love to hear about your progress or any questions you have, and feel free to share that in the comment section below. Your experiences, your insights in this video not only help you grow, but help me inspire and guide other people who are listening to these videos. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you on the next video.